Tonight, after 2 years of bitter battles, a rare glimpse of bipartisanship.
We just had a very productive meeting with the President of the United States.
There was goodwill in this meeting, and that was different than some of the other meetings that we've had.
The White House echoing Democrats' unusual optimism about today's meeting on infrastructure. That positive tone dramatically different than this confrontation in the Oval Office just 4 months ago, ahead of the government shutdown.
You want to shut it down. You keep talking about it.
The last time, Chuck, you shut it down.
No.
But on infrastructure, both sides saying yes.
We did come to one agreement that the agreement would be big and bold.
Up to $2 trillion bold, though no plan yet how to pay for improving the nation's highways, bridges, and broadband. But the backdrop, President Trump's efforts to stifle House Democrats and their investigations into him, his administration, and his personal finances, never mentioned today.
How hard is it to work with this president on infrastructure when he's stonewalling you on investigations?
I believe we can do both at once.
Still, President Trump and his oldest children have filed suit to prevent 2 banks from responding to House Democrats' subpoenas about their finances, arguing those subpoenas have no legitimate or lawful purpose. Democrats remain determined.
We're prepared to fight tooth and nail.
The president's chief of staff pushing back.
If I'm suing you on one deal, are you likely to do another deal with me at the same time? Probably not. That's just human nature.
There is still a lot of skepticism in this contentious climate that a massive bipartisan deal is possible, but both sides tonight insist they will meet again in 3 weeks.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.